Welcome to the first annual Clarion University Softball Player Spotlight Show. We've decided to start this series as a program for a chance to get our fans, alumni, parents, and whoever else supports us to get an inside look at one specific player each week. And kicking things off this week is none other than our very talented senior outfielder, Taylor Nonnenberg. Taylor, welcome to the show.
Hello, thanks for having me.
As one of two seniors on the roster this season, how important is it for you to have a big leadership role as the fall season begins to get underway?
I think it's just natural for players to look up to the upperclassmen and juniors and seniors, and I'm definitely excited to take on the leadership role as a senior, but I think with the team that we have, we're all very capable of holding each other and ourselves accountable. So I think we all really want it this season, and we're very dedicated, and I think that everyone's going to end up taking a leadership role.
So last season was a really great one for you. You led the team in hits, batting average, on-base percentage, and stolen bases. And speaking of stolen bases, everyone knows that you have the career stolen base record here at Clarion University, currently with 36 stolen bases. What do you have to do to make sure all those good things happen again in 2019?
I think everything just has to remain consistent. I've kind of flip-flopped back and forth each season on whether my defense is up or my offense. Last year was my offense, which was great, but I think everything just needs to come together and click, and I think we'll have a good season.
And what are some steps you can take to do that?
Just working on my weaknesses for sure. I hate admitting that I have to work on something more than something else, so I really have to put in the work this season. I'm excited.
So after all those impressive things last year, we're going to take a look at some of your highlights so everyone can see.
As that one is lined back up the middle for a base hit for Nonnenberg. Fourth hit of the game for the Golden Eagles as she starts off the bottom of the fifth.
Next.
She swings and misses at first pitch for strike one. Gets the bunt down beautifully. Going to be tough play. Taylor Nonnenberg leads off the bottom of the first with the bunt single.
Back on the mound. Again, she's only surrendered 2 hits. As Nonnenberg lines a single up the middle, Boyer will score, and Clarion has a 3-0 lead. I don't know if you know this, but this season you're on pace to break a lot of career records, including hits, games played, and most runs scored in a career. As you can see on the screen, we have the exact numbers Taylor needs to break all the records, so we wish you nothing but the best, and hopefully you can break all of them. That would be very cool to see. This Sunday is the blue and gold game, and it's the first official game of the fall season. You guys have about 10 new players on roster this year, so how important is it for you and the team, and what do you want to see out of them this weekend?
I'm kind of going into Sunday with no expectations. More than half of our team is new players now, and I've only gone to see a handful of them actually practice. So I don't really know how what everyone's gonna put forth. So I'm excited to see what everyone has in store, and I think we're gonna have a strong team this year.
We're going to shift the focus here to get to know you more, and as the viewers can see, your player bios listed. On Twitter we did 5 fast facts, and everyone knows you're a big New York Mets fan and your favorite player is David Wright, and you just informed me that you might be getting to see David Wright play before he retires at the end of the season.
Yes, I am hoping. They just released today, heartbreaking news, that he's going to be retiring September 30th, and so September 29th and September 30th he'll be playing in Citi Field, which I have yet to be at. So fingers
kind of a
crossed.
Bucket list item.
Yes,
yeah.
Fingers crossed I'll be able to knock off 2 bucket lists and be able to see him play and go to Citi Field. So I'm excited. We'll see.
Your plans after graduation, we all know you're an early childhood ed major. What are your plans?
Well, obviously I'd love to have my own classroom someday in the near future. But one of the biggest things, I really want to move up north to Minnesota, which isn't, a destination people usually try to go to, but I have a lot of family up there. My whole mom's side is from there, and ever since we were little, we've been going up to my grandma's farm up there, and I just fell in love with the area, and I know it's somewhere I definitely want to end up.
Taylor, you've been playing softball a long time. What is your favorite memory of your softball career?
My favorite memories were never really games or practices or certain plays or records. I think it was always the little things, and it seemed, I'm sure the team will agree with me, it seemed like it was always the most miserable times that we always made fun. Tarping, they'll know.
Yeah.
It's not fun, but we always make it a good time. And softball in general, my favorite memory would probably be being able to practice with my dad and spend that time with him, especially as a senior. As time's winding down and career's ending, I definitely look back on doing batting practice and him hitting me fly balls, and it just makes me really appreciate stuff like that.
So that'll do it for our first ever Clarion University Player Spotlight show. Taylor Nonnenberg, it was great to have you as our first guest, and up next week will be Becca Kelly, so stay tuned for that interview. Until then, thank you for watching.